This used to be nothing more than an old bread oven, abandoned and falling apart. Just 205 feet of stone walls. But for two builders, it became their boldest project yet. In 5 months, they transformed it into a real home. And when you see how it turned out, you'll want to know exactly what it cost. The renovation begins with two builders, usually known for creating tiny houses, stripping the old stone home of everything too weak to stand. The broken roof, once the shield of the home, is now little more than a hazard. Inside, brittle bricks and the old stove that once served as the heart of the home are dismantled one by one, clearing away the rot so a stronger foundation can rise in their place. Up above, the roof frame is dealt with. The builders cut away splintered wood using a chainsaw. Measurements are taken for the new frame. Fresh planks are cut so their joints interlock, then anchored into the stone walls with cement. Wood and stone now bound together as one. Over this skeleton, a thick black membrane is unrolled. It acts as the hidden shield, a waterproof barrier that stops rain from creeping through and rotting the new timber. More planks are laid above it and hammered into place, securing the underlayment and giving the roof a sturdy skeleton once again. The builder crimps and cuts a sheet of metal for the roof drainage channels. Along the edges, strips of metal are nailed into position. These form drainage channels, guiding water away from the walls below and preventing long-term erosion. The builder installs a drip edge. The excess edges of the membrane are trimmed with a cutter. With the frame secured, the roof can finally take shape. A few tiles are laid at first to check the slope, their angles confirming the lines are true. Once satisfied, the builders continue row by row, covering the frame in an unbroken pattern until the house is once again sealed from above. The tiles are cut in half to fill the gaps along the edges. At the front and back edges, strips of metal flashing are shaped and fixed into place. These are not decoration. They act as armor, sealing the gaps where rain and wind would otherwise sneak through. Where the two slopes meet at the ridge, another length of black membrane is rolled out as a final defense. Only then are the ridge tiles drilled and screwed down, locking everything together. To finish, the drainage along the roofline is carefully hidden. Small tiles are fixed over the exposed channels, blending the function into the form so the roof looks seamless, both practical and beautiful. The builders wield a power chisel, knocking loose crumbling mortar that has long since lost its grip. Dust and decay are washed away with a pressure hose, years of grime stripped back to reveal the raw stone beneath. Once the surfaces are clean and dry, a layer of fresh cement coats the interior, sealing gaps and binding the structure together so it no longer shifts with every season. The uneven joints of the stonework are carefully filled with mortar. Places where the wall had caved in are rebuilt stone by stone, restoring what time had taken. Above the doorway, however, a more drastic step is needed. With chisels and chainsaws, sections of heavy stone are carved away and lifted free using a small loader. Into their place, 2 massive new stones are hoisted and set firmly across the doorway. The edges are shaped with a stone saw until they blend naturally into the old facade. Inside, the builders mark the concrete floor with spray paint, sketching out a roadmap for the plumbing. The pipes laid carefully in place before the trench is sealed again with cement, smoothed until the surface is even. Small notches are chiseled into the stone walls to accept new wooden support beams. Each plank is joined to the next with a caulk and adhesive mix, creating a rigid framework that braces the old walls from within. Deliveries arrive by a remote-controlled forklift, rolling across the yard with heavy cargo, windows, doors, and frames. Piece by piece, they are carried inside and installed, turning bare openings into secure thresholds and transforming the shell into a home that can finally be closed off from the elements. Metal brackets are fastened to the roof beams, with strings stretched between them like a builder's grid. Insulating panels are fitted overhead, forming a padded ceiling that traps warmth in winter and coolness in summer. For the walls, a plastic vapor barrier is unrolled and cut to size, shielding the interior from condensation and moisture damage. Vertical metal studs follow, forming the skeleton for insulated walls. Between them, insulation is packed tightly, softening the once harsh stone interior into a controlled, livable environment. Finally, the builders tackle electricity. Wooden boards are fixed over the insulated frames, concealing the layers of structure and wiring behind smooth, clean surfaces. Holes are drilled into the new wall panels for sockets and switches, their positions carefully aligned with the wiring inside. Fixtures are installed, bringing order to the web of hidden cables. To divide the interior into livable spaces, more metal frames rise from the floor clad in wooden boards that quickly take shape as the walls of separate rooms. Dust is cleared with a vacuum, seams sealed with the same caulk adhesive blend used throughout the build. Beneath the workers' feet, floorboards are cut, adjusted, and fitted together like puzzle pieces. Once taped and sealed, they lock into place as a tight and durable surface. It's time to install the upflush toilet system. Dirt and gravel are spread over the boards, leveled, and compacted into a solid base. A bonding agent is sprayed across the surface to help the next layer adhere. Then comes the cement. Mixed in batches, it is poured out, spread evenly, and smoothed flat until the floor becomes a single, continuous plane. With the cement set, the interior feels whole. The bathroom takes shape, its plumbing lines connected to sinks and fixtures. Floor tiles are laid one by one, snug against each other in measured rows. In the bathroom, wall tiles go up with strong adhesive, cut precisely to fit around pipes and outlets. Each tile is checked, aligned, and pressed into place until the room gleams with clean, reflective surfaces. At last, the bathroom is functional, ready to be used. Outside, attention turns to the yard, the final step in completing the transformation. Gravel is spread evenly across the ground and compacted with a heavy roller, creating a firm base that won't shift with time. A patch of soil is dug out, and into it a tree is transplanted, its green canopy instantly softening the rigid stone and gravel around it. To frame the space, the builders raise a wooden fence, enclosing the yard in warmth and privacy. And with that, the project comes full circle. What began as a crumbling stone shell is now reborn as a modern, livable home. Inside and out, every detail is finished, tied together by the new garden. The entire project took 5 months and cost about $60,000. The builder plans to rent it out. He imagines tenants walking into this thoughtfully restored home, exploring every corner and experiencing the warmth and charm of a place that was once just a crumbling stone shell.